Early signs of labor approaching. When should you go to the hospital for labor? Do you know what are the signs of labor approaching? Here are the most common signs and symptoms that labor is approaching. Nausea is one of the early signs of labor, contractions and waters breaking aside. These are some of the first signs of labor. Before moving forward in the video, we have some great information for you. Becoming a mother is the greatest blessing a woman can have in her lifetime. And, in such a delicate time, you need all the help you can get. That is why we are offering some of the best obstetricians available nearest your location, who are more than happy to assist you with anything that you need. Not just that, you can choose from a variety of top local doctors, and even check if you're insured to get treatment from your selected doctor. We also offer video chat or phone service, so that you can call the doctor at any time to discuss even the tiniest change or pain you're experiencing. And not to forget, our obstetricians can also help with lactation problems that mothers might have after childbirth. Whatever you need, whenever you need, we will always be there to help you. Give us a call to talk to the top obstetricians in your area right away. You will get the link in the description. To avoid ending up delivering alone, or in the car on the way to the hospital, you better be well aware of the early signs of labor. When does labor start? Typically, labor occurs between the 37th and 42nd weeks, whereas any time before the 37th, some doctors even say 38th week is considered preterm labor. You may also go through induced labor, starting labor artificially, which is usually 12 days after your predicted expected date of delivery, whether you pass the 42 weeks or not. It was observed that it mostly starts at night, too. Doctors say it is melatonin's effect. Early signs of labor approaching. To avoid ending up delivering alone or in the car on the way to the hospital, you better be well aware of the early signs of labor. Signs of labor at 37 weeks. Signs labor is 24 to 48 hours away. Labor pain symptoms. When to go to hospital. Signs of labor at 37 weeks. 37 weeks is approximately 8 months and a half in pregnancy, which makes you an expert. Congrats! Now, what about the symptoms of labor pain in the 9th month? What about the early signs of labor approaching? Pro baby kicker. You have probably felt some kicks before, but nowadays the kicks are probably harsher, more frequent than ever. This is actually one of the cutest and most obvious early signs of labor approaching. Should I worry if that is not the case? No, madam, it is said that mothers expecting baby boys may eat more than those expecting baby girls, which may restrain the baby's gymnastics a bit, so he may just roll and stretch luxuriously instead. Braxton Hicks. Also called false labor pain, Braxton Hicks are considered one of the non-painful early signs of labor approaching. Those are some irregular uterine contractions, which feel like mild period cramps or tightening of the uterus. The good news is that you can get rid of them by lying down or drinking some water. Backache. This is one of the early signs of labor approaching that you may have been experiencing already for some time, but now you will notice it is getting harsher and more frequent. Know why? The baby is moving in there and your body is trying to accommodate it, so your muscles and joints are adjusting. Cervical dilatation. Your uterus and cervix are basically two parts of one balloon-like structure. When your uterus contracts, your cervix dilates a little. It also softens and thins out more and more with time. Signs labor is 24 to 48 hours away. 24 to 48 hours prior to labor, most of the aforementioned symptoms will intensify and become more obvious or more annoying to alarm you that your big day is coming. For example, the cervix further dilates, the back pains get harsher, and so on. Listen to your body's early signs of labor approaching. They are an alarm. However, there are some exceptions. The bloody show. Not a British exaggeration, but you may see some pink watery vaginal discharge. Maybe you have experienced thick brown or red vaginal discharge in the previous weeks, but this one is probably lighter in color and consistency. The baby may relax. You may be nervous, but the baby may relax as you get closer to labor. Surprisingly, you both are experiencing very different early signs of labor approaching. Haha, not only because he is finally meeting his mother, but also he doesn't really have much space to move. He is getting bigger. Labor pain symptoms. When to go to hospital. If any of the following early signs of labor approaching occurred, you must reach the hospital as soon as possible. Those are basically signs that labor has started. Your water breaks. However, it is not as dramatic as movies portray it. Even some mothers may miss it, especially if it is their first time with all the pressure and pain. One of the disappointing early signs of labor approaching thanks to the movie's high expectations. Regular uterine contractions. Among the must-to-know early signs of labor approaching is the 4-1-1 rule. Some say 3-1-1. Others say 5-1-1. Anyways, this is when contractions hit every 4 minutes, each lasting for a whole minute, and this state continues for a whole hour. Wide cervix. If your cervix reaches 10 centimeters wide, you are already in stage 1 of labor. Don't forget to check all the essential link in the description. Once again, thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please hit the like button. If you want to see more videos, hit the subscribe button. See you in the next video.